the other teams after Rossignol, there was Forget, Sundstrom, John Lloyd, Seguso, Scott Davis, and Matsuoka. And then after that in 87, end of 87, I started to work just with Boris one-on-one.
Okay, so let's talk about Matsuoka. All right, just for a moment. So were you coaching him during that awful moment when he was cramping and no one would help him? Shift into talking about Boris and what a character he was. And I just want to share one thing before we get started. Was one of my favorite moments of Boris ever was when he played John McEnroe in Davis Cup. And I have this theory, and maybe you can confirm it for me. But, here's John McEnroe, and I'm not sure he even really knows who Boris is and seems to be not taking him very seriously. And then Boris seems to be very formidable. And they get into this very personal thing of Boris is doing his coughing thing. And John's trying to get him to stop, and then Boris has that I don't know if he does it on purpose, but his little head nod thing that he does, and John thought, I guess, he's nodding at him and sort of mocking him, and so I've seen this footage where they show Boris and he kind of nods, and then John looks at him and kind of nods back like, "Don't nod at me."
Was that in Bercy in Paris? Because John was coughing back. That's in one of these. It might have happened in Davis Cup.
I think it was a 5-set Davis Cup match.
Oh, that might be as well. But I wasn't there with him at that stage. But I think he had already won Wimbledon, I would think, because I was with him, Boris, at the end of 87. And so he's won Wimbledon in 85.
Yeah.
And I know that they play in... I thought that was in the United States, where they played that Davis Cup match.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that when they played in Paris, and I think John was also staying in the same hotel as us. So he's imitating Boris with that, and Boris was really not happy about it. And I think, he was very determined, and he just didn't like it. He was really... it's just something that he had, twitch probably,
mm-hmm.
and a lot of people do in different ways. And anyway, John then came to him, I believe, and said, "Look, I only did it so you for your own benefit."
Oh, how magnanimous! What an altruistic move.
Yeah, so that was. They're all competitive in their funny ways, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
So, I think they always had, Boris probably always had that memory after they've been definitely quite okay.
Okay, great. It's good to know. And I like those moments of conflict in competition. I think that it creates a little more drama. And it's also good to know that good sportsmanship can prevail there,